Alright peeps, alright, welcome back. So today we're going to be extending the floor. If you watched our previous floor building video, we planted these extended beams early on that go from here all the way to the other side of the van, and we have also stuck down the extension that way.
We're going to first tackle this front bit. So we've got a piece of 9mm ply, which is the same thickness as the original van floor. We've got some spare offcuts of our 25mm PIR board insulation. And essentially what we're going to do, that goes in there. And that will be cut to size. We're going to tackle this bit first because the step here requires a bit more structural attention and figuring out and mathematics and such.
Right, when doing these sort of measurements, I like to start with a rough drawing. So these are blue timber battens, the way they are stuck. So this is the one from the original flooring, and these little notches are the back of the seats, you know, where they're bolted in. What happened to the good old square?
Nah, squares don't exist in vans.
Well, it must fit by now.
Yes! Woohoo! That fits. Yes. There you go. Look at that. It's like it was designed for it.
Really?
So we cut it absolutely perfectly, apart from now we have a constant eye staring at us.
So here, this needs to be trimmed back about 2 centimeters.
Well, what we can do is we can get a pencil.
Take 2 centimeters off there.
So we need a piece of underboard to fit under like this, because we're going to put insulation in the middle. This piece of board goes on top, but we need something on the underneath to keep everything like sandwiched together. So we're just going to use some like 3mm hardboard that we have lying around. Now, hard question. How do you attach that?
I don't know, glue it. So we got some just sandpaper just to scuff up the surface a little bit, so the glue just sinks a bit better. Alright, so we have some wood glue here. It says it dries in 5 minutes. That'd be nice. Ooh. How much are you supposed to put?
I don't know, just kind of do a zigzag like that. That should be enough.
Whether we mentioned this is not structural, so it doesn't matter that we're gluing it. Plus it's gonna have screws here with the legs.
Yeah.
This is just to hold the insulation up. Okay, so now the next thing to do is to stick these horizontals in here. But the primary function of this is when you put the ply over here and you step on this, this supports the flex of the plywood, and then the legs will support the actual weight.
Bottom, sides, top. that is our step.
Bridge.
Support leg.
What this does is now with in conjunction, so the vertical that goes all the way through the van, and then these horizontals which support the flex of the plywood. Now with these feet and that non-broken horizontal here, basically the force that you put on here will then transmit across.
So what we're going to have one screw going down like that and another screw going down like that, and they thread through all, technically 4 pieces of wood. You got this, you got the board, this and this.
Alright, so before we fix the legs, we're going to put some carpet on the step here just to make it look more homey. And we got this interesting dual front door step mat. So this is like the rough standard stuff, like, you know, fake grass. And this is still rough but more like carpet. So I'm sure there's a purpose to it, but it looked cool, okay. So I'm just gonna cut that into the softer side to go underneath the step, and then the rougher side to go in here where we're actually going to be stepping down. Right, so what I was thinking was to make this removable, so to mark where the step is going to come and then basically trace out that chunk. And also making it removable means that if you ever need to remove the step, you can still take this off and access the bolts here. This is supposed to work with the, without needing to remove the bridge.
There you go. Look at that. It's like it was designed for it. So this is our pier leg, painted and dry-ish. Now we've stuck this together with glue, but obviously that's not strong enough. So we're gonna screw it together. We're gonna drill 2 holes and screw in 2 5cm screws through there to join those 2 pieces of wood together to ensure that it has a good seal. Excuse the rain, we're gonna finish this no matter what. But the insulation is in. I kind of cut it to size and it wedges in, but I can't get it out, so it's staying in there for now.
Well, forever.
And now all that's left to do is to install this and then the floor.
Alright, so I have marked the center of these pillars and the corresponding center up here. You'll be glad to know that you'll have to drill here.
Now that we've got everything in place, the last thing to do is to screw in the floor. Now we're only screwing in these parts, not the main floor, for the same reason we did last time, just in case we need to pull up the main floor for anything, but these ones we shouldn't need to pull up, so we're going to screw these down. Now, because we've marked out where the blue beams are underneath, we know where to screw it into. So what we're going to do, we're going to drill a pilot hole for the screws, either 1 or 2 in each blue beam, and then just screw it down with some screws. Come on out. Ooh. Nice.
No, that corner don't stuck yet. I think we're okay.
So if anyone decides to not use the designated walk-in area, and they just decide, oh, I'm just going to come in this way. I'm just going to come in here.
I'm sure they got a very nice shot there.